This story is of Mike Degidio. On September 11, 2001, volunteer firefighter and chief of the 4th Lead Fire Department, Mike Degidio, went to work on the 64th floor of Tower 1, where he was a supervisor of technology projects in the tunnels, bridges, and internal department for the Port Authority. On cloudy days, as I drove the turnpike to the pass station, I joked that if I couldn't see the Twin Towers through the clouds, I didn't have to go to work, Degidio said. Degidio was a graduate of Bergen Catholic class of '82 at Stevens Institute of Technology, where upon graduation, he began working as an engineer at the Port Authority. Every morning, Degidio and three of his colleagues would have breakfast together in the cafeteria on the 43rd floor. On 9/11, two were running late, so Degidio and his co-worker got their coffee and sat at a table near a window. We were sitting there talking when the building actually seemed to lean, actually bend, and I had to grab my coffee cup before it slid off the table. He said. I looked out the window and saw flaming papers and burning debris flying by. Those in the cafeteria who had been present with the '93 bombing were sure that was a bomb. Some people didn't know whether to run or return their desks or leave. Degidio grabbed his friend and headed for the stairwell. Everyone in the stairwell was commandeering people from the lower floors to get in front of them so they could all get out to safety. Everything was calm until this one guy started shouting, let's go, and started pushing people out of the way. Degidio said, someone told me to calm down before he started stampeding and got people killed. Somewhere in the teens, they stopped moving as smoke was starting to enter the stairwell. We got off at the 18th floor and went into an empty office to look out a window. Degidio said, we saw nothing but fire trucks and emergency service vehicles on the streets. I momentarily considered taking the elevator and went back to the stairwell instead. As they reached the 11th floor, a police officer was running up. In response to everyone's question, he told them a plane just hit the building. Two thoughts entered my mind, Degidio said. One, when he saw a plane in the building, it made sense because I could see Cessnas flying all over the building all the time. And two, if it was a bomb, would he really tell us in the stairwell and risk causing panic? Reaching the bottom, they were escorted onto the plaza and ushered by two people to West Street. We were completely unaware of saying goodbye to Tower 2, he said. I learned about it from my paper's news feed. It's at this point that Degidio hesitates. You know they call the FDNY the bravest, but as I'm standing right in front of those guys, where they were staging them on West Street, he said, I was looking at their faces, and they stared up at the fires raging on the upper floor of Tower 1. They had a look of absolute fear. I've gone to burning buildings, but nothing like this. These guys knew that they had to go into that building. It was their job and they accepted it. But you could see on every single one of their faces, they knew they might not come back. Degidio looks down and reflects upon that moment before adding, we're all staring up at Tower 1. We were all looking up at the people standing over windows and waiting for help. We'll be right back.